across in towards that boost, but Saw with a lovely angle over the top of it is going to find the first kill of the game, taking down Paz. Mini able to trade at least, but now through the initial shots not quite connecting. Another opportunity, finally the headshot comes through and it's all onto Dotu. 2-on-1 now as he finds the first pick. He's onto the bombing out of time. Demise, finally the one tap comes in. There's no defuse kit, there's no more time. Dotu knows it. He just wants one more frag to finish this round off, but Bayaz not going to allow him to have that. Dotu actually just keeping him on the bomb for as long as he can, dancing around with his knife to make sure he gets it. And you can see Dotu desperately dancing around, but he will be taken down. The FAMAS just about recovered. Rifle still available for the CT sides, and a beautiful flashbang unleashes Saw on the CZ. He finds one. The Deagle, but doesn't look like he's going to be tested too much. That's a lovely flick from Mini to find the first pick. Hoodie goes down, and one of it. He's going to be cleared out. Engine gets one. The Mac 10 of Paz is going to take down Zori, and that FAMAS is dropped in the middle of no man's land now. I don't think there's anything Saw can do except save his arm. Might yet get an exit frag. He's still lurking deep in towards the crate. Hoodie waiting for the timing on the flashbang. May well get it here. He grabs himself one on the CZ, and again, Demise giving up an early frag. They're being traded out for the time being to get that one, and Bayaz, for some reason, is going to go engage this CZ at close range. He's looking for more as well, just about. And Mini are both holding this angle, and indeed, the AK-47. Hoodie, beautiful angle, will be able to find the opening pick, taking down Engine, will be traded out. Backlines, trying to make something happen, but he's been hurt as well. Mini takes the HAVU. With 10 seconds left on the clock, Paz is going to find... What do they try and achieve? I mean, they're going to get at least one frag. Zori with a lovely flick and a side. They're going to feel very happy indeed. Imor is going to be taken down by Zori on that exit, going their way if they are to make a chance here. Aiming as well as they lose their sight. Zori with a beautiful flick finds the initial frag to take down Imor, and that's allowed Dotu to rotate in as well on the creep. He's going to go for the peak and find himself one. Spamming through the edge, he gets two before he's taken down, and that starts to open up so many opportunities for the pistol. Slowy with one, and it's all onto Engine in the 1-on-4. Saw will get his way down. That's $800 as the boost over the smoke gets Mini. Imor out in the open, almost found by the falling Slowy, but now he'll find his frag. Bayaz able to get one in response, but again, Demise just being gutted at the moment. Paz needs to find multiple kills here. Grabs himself one, buys some time, drops the smoke to his right to just stop anybody peeking in, but tapping away is Slowy. Bayaz only able to get one before he's traded. It's all on Paz in the 1-on-2. He's got the first. He's trying to play the angles. He's trying to play the sight. He'll hear all this information. He spots out Dotu, and the face. Doesn't spot anyone out. Imor's got him out in the open. That's a freebie. Imor's grabbed himself a second. Not quite able to get the third as Saw looks to steady the ship, and HAVU, they know they have to be aggressive here on the CT side, but that is just such a... This smoke, it's going to be the timing of this peak. Slowy with a lovely thing to find one, but then the trade almost instantaneous. And that bomb is going to make its way. That's for HAVU. They're not quite hitting the same levels. Slowy able to find one on the exit at the very least as he takes down Paz, and he will be left. He knows Zori is there. They know from that CT Molotov that HAVU are going to be looking for peaks, and here they go. Paz able to get a freebie onto Dotu. But the AWP goes down, but it's the AWP lost for the Demise lads, and they don't expect it. Paz grabs a second and a third. Paz single-handedly making his way. Slowy is trying to get some information in towards that B bomb site, but as they clear him out, it's going to be a free frag for the first, and Hoodie, the last alive, surely has to save yet again to try and keep that M4 available. Paz looking the wrong way vigorously, and Engine not willing to leave the confines of ladder. Two rifles and an M4 and a FAMAS. HAVU trying to be aggressive through Saw on the MP9, but Mini has got that locked out all day long. That's a free frag initially. As Zori tries to go over the smoke, he'll be taken down. Absolutely huge. Paz not quite able to connect on the initial shot. Demise is still going to barrel on in. Hoodie gets one and actually manages to grab himself the second before his teammates fall all around him, and it would need to be the ace from Hoodie. He's not going to be able to get out of things. The Molotov forces him off his perch as well. Imor fully blinded will be found in response. Hoodie able to get one, and now he tries to exploit the rat run, tries to be aggressive, but Engine's able to find him. Saw, and he gets one before he's traded out, and it's a 2-on-3 for Zori and Slowy, just to make absolutely certain, but instead they're going to stack themselves in the corner. They will. He's letting them all pass. Oh my goodness, Dotu, how many can you get? 1, 2, looking for the third, can't quite connect as Mini turns around, and Saw finds himself a freebie. Somehow this is coming back the way of HAVU as Dotu single-handedly is trying to rescue their chances, and with very limited time, there is no way for Demise to get back into things. They're not able to find any more frags unless Bayaz can pull off a miracle. He grabs himself 3, but the time not quite off here. That's 1. Do they have the second to finish things? They don't. He's on 46 HP and he's trying to make his escape. Somehow Saw grabs a kill. Oh my goodness, it's the AWP making his way in. It's a lovely shot from Imor, traded 1-for-1 by Hoodie, who's just found half a gap in that smoke. And Engine, looking completely the wrong way, will leave it all up to Imor in a 2-on-1. He's going to go for the bomb plant with 10 seconds left. He knows he has to get this down and just about manages it, but does he expect these CT positions? Dodges both the flashbangs, playing around the box and traps himself one, but can't quite find the second. not been spotted yet. Finally, he's out in the open, and Imor grabs himself a second. That's the B-bomb site completely open. Hoodie trying to make something happen over the boost, but Engine has timed his peak to perfection. And a 5-on-2 for Zori and Dotu. I don't think there's any world they go for this. That's a lovely flashbang for one, and the Orc's just giving away his position as well. They're going to go hunting, and indeed, Imor almost gets the timing, but Mini and Paz able to clean things up. And again, the B-bomb site looking very vulnerable for HAVU. You can see Mini desperate to exploit that as Bayaz actually finds Dotu trying to get aggressive towards A. Slowly, half an angle to work with, but Paz is aware of the opportunity. Hoodie, at the very least, will grab himself one on the Deagle, but there's the trade. Slowly's brought down to 10 HP. The dunk name not quite able to do it, but Imor will make amends as he grabs the opener. Doki could be absolutely huge. Zori flicking to find Bayaz, and now the 4-on-3. There's tags still to work with for the Turkish side, but Paz needs to make something happen here, and he's got to check a lot of angles on the ramp. He's still aware of the rat run, but that leaves his behind anyway, so really. And Saw will find one. Engine taken down. The last man alive is Mini 2K, and he's got an impossible situation to deal with. He's 1-on-4 to try and find a way back into this round, but I don't think there's any opportunities remaining for him to really get anything going. And the boost, this is such an inventive boost by Demise. It barely ever gets so vulnerable here. Mini with it all to do, grabs one. Paz, Engine get one apiece. Saw able to trade him out, but somehow Mini still alive and kicking as Saw takes the early contact. Can't quite connect. One tap to the face as Saw takes him. Very awkward indeed. He's still not tapping away. Finally, he grabs one, but there's no more time. They don't have a defuse kit. It will be HAVU taking their pistol round. Trying to take map away from the T side as HAVU look to wrap in towards the A-bomb site. Paz out in the open, that's a freebie, but Bayaz backstabs for one, starts to make things a little bit interesting. 3-on-3 now as 40 seconds left on the clock. How has this happened? Somehow HAVU recovered through Dotu and Saw, and it's all onto Mini. 2-on-1 now. He's trying to reload that CZ, but he's all alone. These early aggressive peaks. The rat run works out for one on Imor, but the trades are coming through. The double spray down almost works out, but somehow it's a 2-on-2. Absolute Zori is so critical. That's one, that's two, that's it. HAVU gets 7. We rushed very early on here. HAVU just making moves. That's a free frag. Bayaz out in the open has to find the trade, and just HAVU look absolutely set on this A-bomb. They've not once looked to for a while longer. Allows the pop flash comes through. Zori gets one. Traded out by Engine though. He's still alive on the self boost, and he's going to grab. How crucial could that be as he drops down? He's sticking the bomb and Demise. No, they are looking to swarm all over him. It will possible. As out in the open will be found by Hoodie initially, and now that B-bomb site. There's 3 players there, but it still looks vulnerable as HAVU look to swarm. They still have utility as well to bait these players out as they push on in. And can Demise stay alive? Slowly finds one. It's onto Engine on the bomb site. He's got one, he's got two, but not quite enough time to drop that Molotov as Bayaz and Imor 3-on-2. They have to try and find the retake here. Bayaz grabs one as the bomb goes down, and that's half an opportunity, but there we go. Hoodie and Dotu. Imor looking to correct that. He's going to get too aggressive towards the rat run. That's an absolute down. Demise looking like there's no way back into this one for them. Engine should have one at the very least as he takes down Slowly on the back flank, but it's a 4-on-4. And with the AWP covering the rat run, that flashbang misses. Zori takes him down. Demise trying to dump absolutely everything they can onto this, but the save has M4s, in fact, as Hoodie grabs the upgrade alive, and the kicking is huge. Amount of early nade damage, but Saw has read the rat run aggression and finds the frag instead. That is just sneaking up the outside is Hoodie. He will finally be found. Paz to take him down, but Saw just equalizes through the smoke, and with Paz on low HP side, but instead HAVU draw level. It's 12-all. Rotations could start to come in for Demise as Engine does find the initial frag. 5-on-3 for HAVU. They're not finding their way into this bomb site. Their economy is this fragile, but Bayaz just looks to clean things up. Saw will grab one at the very least, but on half HP towards those sandbags. No time left on the clock. Demise will regain their lead. 13-12 the scoreline as Paz just takes down the Loto. Trying to make something happen towards the A-ramp. That's a freebie. How has Paz not seen the man? And there we go. The execution from Paz. 5-on-3 now. HAVU trying to make their way towards this B-ramp, but the AWPs are here, and Engine's got a freebie. 5-on-2. Saw and Slowly. What can you do here? Demise still playing inside of the smoke as Mini on that secondary rifle. What can he do as Imor just looks to rain havoc down from above, misses the second flick, but this is where Mini comes into his own out of the smoke, and this retake has to come through. 4-on-3. There's defuse kits available, but how many opportunities are they going to get? Oh no! Imor falling off as Engine quite literally. And HAVU keeping 4 alive as they draw level. 14 all done. Just yet. Engine able to find 2, keeps himself alive on 41 HP, upgrades to the AK-47 as well, starts to put that economic pressure back on the A-bomb site initially, as they look to get aggressive, counter the aggression with aggression, it works beautifully for 2, the trade is there, but it's not enough, Engine gets the 3rd, and the AWPer of Zori desperately has to stabilize. 3 on 2, the A site, execute, Engine covering mid, and he starts to go for the backstab, the timing crucial, he's got 1 for free, it's all on to Slowy, he's won any kind of aggression here, it's 3 1-on-1s he has to find, he'll find the first as Mini looks the wrong way towards the top. Molotov to force him out into the open. Actually, a little bit misses its spot. Slowy finds some damage, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Demise make it happen. 16-14 the scoreline in the end as they grab themselves